adherence to the law. But also to the public, we also have to actually ensure that we also support the police, because ideally the key role or the main role of the police officer is very clear: protection of life and also on property. But if you don't give them this particular support, then we'll actually have a lot of challenges. We don't want incidences whereby IPOA is called upon to either investigate or follow up cases which actually arise either by malpractices. But we are sure that our officers have been on the ground, and they've been actually monitoring, and also on the same day, the officers will actually be on the ground just to ensure that there's also a force that is actually, there's no excesses that is used, but also the officers have also been communicated, and also we've had an engagement with also the police to ensure that the officers will be deployed also deliver as per their mandate. So what we are requesting even to the media, that let us ensure that also we unearth the malpractices that are coming on board that may also interfere with the officers, so that we don't actually be in a situation whereby we see the officers are being either being fight or being stoned or being fought. We've seen whereby a situation whereby officers are actually end up being injured in such situation. We are not looking forward for such incidents. But as an authority, we assure the public that we'll be on board to ensure that each and every incident, if at all there will be there, which you're not praying for, are captured and also reported. And also the public can also report these particular incidents to our authority through our free toll-free, that is the 1559, and act on them so that they don't actually take law into their hands. Thank you.
EACC, 2 minutes.
My name is Vincent Okongo, Director Preventive Services of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. I would like to say that yesterday the chairperson of the EACC, together with the CEO, addressed this issue of voter bribery very clearly, and sent a very strong message to those who are engaged in this particular malpractice, that when they are found out, they will be investigated and booked and taken to court accordingly. So mine is to reaffirm our commitment as a commission to ensure that we will work within the multi-agency framework that has been set up to ensure that any form of voter bribery, or for that matter, any unethical practices, are not what I would say, that any unethical practices is not entertained whatsoever. And therefore, we want to appeal to Kenyans, members of the press, and anybody of goodwill in this country to ensure that you report any form of corruption to EACC through this toll number 1551. Please report to us and we'll take appropriate action as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Finally, IG.
Thank you very much, the Chair, IEBC, all the IEBC commissioners, all the stakeholders present with us here this afternoon, the members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take this opportunity first and foremost to thank the IEBC chairman and his team for organizing this event. It's a timely opportunity to speak to the people of Olkalau and the nation at large, and update all the security on the security preparedness for the Olkalau by-election scheduled to take place on Thursday, 16th July 2026. This briefing speaks loudly to the multi-agency approach, the one government approach that continues to define and serve us very well. The National Police Service, which is to update Kenyans on the exercise before us, as the Inspector General of the National Police Service, mine is a message of reassurance and an affirmation that the people of Olkalau are expected to exercise their democratic rights in a free, fair, peaceful, secure, and credible manner, as guided by our Constitution and the laws of the land. May I now briefly speak specifically about the security preparedness for this by-election. Firstly, we have over 1,000 police officers deployed to ensure that the by-election is adequately covered. Number 2, to break it down further, the 114 polling stations in all Karao have adequately deployed with police officers going by the standard deployment procedures. This means that we have a minimum of 2 police officers per every polling station. Their work shall be to safeguard the voting materials, the voting process itself, while offering adequate security at each and every polling station, ensuring the electoral officials perform their duties well and unhindered. Additionally, there are riot standby teams deployed at all polling stations. They comprise of not less than 14 officers at each and every polling station to ensure steadfast and robust security coverage. Further to this, there are specialized teams that have been deployed to give an overall and unbreachable security ring as follows. I have deployed 4 platoons of the General Service Unit officers. I have deployed 4 platoons of anti-stock theft unit officers. I've also deployed 4 water cannons. Sufficient deployment from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, whose mandate shall focus on intelligence gathering, investigations, arrest and prosecution of any party or individual or individuals involved in any electoral malpractice. Finally, I reiterate that the National Police Service shall remain steadfast during the by-election process, ensuring that a guaranteed safety, security exercise is carried out where the people of Karao have a chance to exercise their democratic rights in the best way possible and in an environment of peace and security. And to our young people, my message to you is that do not allow yourselves to be misused by anyone to disrupt the voting process in our Karao. As I have said, the National Police Service will be there, we will be present, and we will not allow any form of disruption. So anyone who is intending or who is for that direction of interfering with the electoral process, we will not allow. I thank you.
So you thank them.
Ladies and gentlemen, washaamua kwamba hawatojibu maswali. Unavyojua uwezo uko kwingine kaka. Asanteni. Tuyeni radhi. Asanteni. Thank you. Tapeana majibu. Tapeana hiyo feedback. Tapeana.
Kivyangu mimi naona alifanya poa kutoa talaka, ila na sisi mabodaboda tupunguze bana, hiyo sio sifa nzuri kwetu sisi wana bodaboda. Asante. Yani ile ubaya ni ile utoe kwa mtu ana gari vizuri lake, amenunua pesa yake, uende kwa mshikaji bodaboda sana ile wakanaambiwa hujafanya malipo ya leo. Wasanii wa leo. Haya bwana Kamnyeso, sisi sisoma hiyo. Mwambegu ananiambia hiyo namba 3, yani bamba ni Chibango kutoka Vigurungani. Bwana wanangu, mnasemaje? Doroniga. Imekuwa muda mzuri. Nitatrapanga, tarejea tena vizuri kwenye interview. Sema leo